Tonight, from Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Carolina Panthers taking on the Atlanta Falcons.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Tonight, it's the second of our Monday night doubleheader, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. They've been buoyed by getting 2 home games right at the start, and they come off a good victory in Week 1.
And the way they played last week defensively, you look at the tape, it looks like they had extra guys on the field, and they thoroughly shut down that offense.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
2 teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test his secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Singletary again. And once again, he'll get possibly back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Marion trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
So now here are the Panthers with excellent field position to start off. And they'll be led out by their 6th-year quarterback.
Every time he leads his team out, there's no questioning. He's put the work in to earn his place in the NFL. There's no shortage of stories we've heard throughout his career about the effort he puts in to be in this spot. And that motivates everybody on his team.
The numbers a week ago for Chase. 6 catches, 64 yards.
And that was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit. And this is a guy the defenses had better focus on.
They run with Richardson, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. From the 31, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Green sliding out of the pocket. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Looking to throw. Green. And the catch made by Johnson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
2nd and 5. Back to throw. Green buying time to his left. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Green. That is caught. And he is going to have a Panthers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
He finds his man. Complete. It's Hodges. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Green rolling to his right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Touchdown! Deontay Johnson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. But down here, I thought they were going to hand that off. Instead, a well-designed play and the pitch and catch for the touchdown.
And I wonder who came up with it. Was it a call from the bench? Did the quarterback have a good idea and suggest it? In any event, clearly an effective play call. They saw something they liked in coverage, and they targeted it for the short yardage throw.
And the perfect way to cap their opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The numbers for him from a week ago. 13 carries, 57 yards.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
Off the bootleg, Marion. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go for a touchdown. But the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off play action. Marion. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
And he got it there. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. They work now on 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun. Marion over the middle, caught by London. It'll be a gain of 5. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. Well, this defense for the Panthers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And they needed to be because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Marion, short throw, caught by Pitts. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 2nd down. On the counter, this is Singletary. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down, stopped at the Panthers' 22. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Looking to throw. Marion. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Myles Garrett showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Operating from the gun, Marion. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He'll get this to Devin Singletary out of the backfield. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll turn things over to Brandon Aubrey now for the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He connected on all 5 of his throws on that opening drive and finished it with a touchdown pass as they begin here 1st and 10. On the handoff, they start with Richardson. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose, and the Falcons grab it. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And now, before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose, and is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. To throw is Green. To throw on 2nd down. 3rd down and 6. Operating from the gun. Green over the middle, complete. That's Richardson. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the 2nd quarter. Again, it's Johnson. Well, that'll get them the 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Up the middle they go. Richardson. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 2nd down and 3. Back to throw. Green. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Curtis Hodges, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Extra point attempt to come here. this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive, 4 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That's about as good as a linebacker can diagnose that play, isn't it?
It certainly is, and what he did really well is that while he was diagnosing, he got his feet in motion without actually going anywhere and taking a false step that he had to make up later. He read it, got his feet in motion, and then he just took off and made the play.
Right back to Singletary on second down. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. On third down, Marion. Into the hands of London. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. On first down, Marion. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. They'll look to throw again. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll go down. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
On 4th down, Marion. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Man open left side is Brown. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Marion. Quick hitter here. It's complete. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that will bring up second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Operating from the gun. Marion
Got his man. It's London. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
For many people, that's not your standard play call in that 3rd down situation. But for so many offenses, they just want the ball in the hands of their playmakers in open space. And after he caught it, he did a nice job picking up the 1st down.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. Marion. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 50.
That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown.
A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Falcons are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo, where you see the final score there. George Pickens, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. Let's stay in the AFC East and head across the state to see what the Jets are doing at MetLife Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Breece Hall, a touchdown run in the victory. Finally, we'll save the biggest for last as we head to AT&T Stadium to see what's happening with the Cowboys at home in Arlington. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Chicago Bears. Dak Prescott, 3 touchdown passes as his guys moved to 2-0 on the young season.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And the Panthers going to take over here to start quarter number 3.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 5. On the draw, this is Richardson. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Richardson. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. We'll get another look at Drake London as this offense returns to the field. Last drive, the touchdown, 4 catches. Really good. He was. They were not good on the other side trying to stop him. What do they need to do?
Well, this is where the entire staff has to get involved because we always focus on the defensive coordinator. But he needs help from other people with their eyes and their expertise, and he needs to listen to them. And sometimes you just can't afford to wait on a drive and say, okay, let's get to the sidelines and start over. You need to find a way in the middle of that drive to start taking away what's hurting you.
Yeah, in-series adjustments, and how do you do that?
Well, what you do is you listen to what everyone else is telling you, what they're seeing, the patterns that are developing, and maybe you just start running extra bodies to take away that particular player.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They go right back to Singletary. They're going to drop him behind the line yet again, and things going from bad to worse. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Marion. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They were winners last week in that game against Kansas City, and they are on top right now as well. They've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Green got his man complete over the middle. That's Hodges. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Now it's Richardson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Green. Over the middle, complete. That's Richardson. That's good for a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Back to throw. Green got his man complete over the middle. That's Richardson. And he is going to have a Panthers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
2nd and 7.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Green. Touchdown, Panthers. From 13 yards out.
And the Panthers are able to add on to that lead.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's good, and it's 21-10. So that drives 7 plays in length. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
The Falcons offense set to go.
They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing a man, it's Brown. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Off the play fake. Marion. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Marion.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun. Green.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Got a man open. It's Chase.
And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on to kick it away. Coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Atlanta regains possession of the football. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. Marion. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Marion.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Looking to throw. Marion. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd down and 12. Back to throw. Marion. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Richardson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
Throwing on 1st down, Falcons.
Drake London
With his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Falcons have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
It's complete. And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the 4th. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Carolina offense about ready to go.
I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw. Green. Complete. Richardson has it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Now a toss to Richardson.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. 2nd and 9.
They'll run again with Richardson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They'll come up now, 3rd and 9.
Back to throw. Green. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have
That's
a
right.
defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Aubrey now for the point after. And that will make this a 4-point game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit, and they need this drive to end in points. Here's Green throwing after the interception. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Richardson. A strong running. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Here's 2nd and 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he hits Drake. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 40. Looking to throw. Green. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie. Well, you could almost see his eyes light up defensively. I mean, as a linebacker, that's about as quick as you can get to a quarterback.
So what did your 3rd grade teacher teach you about straight lines, right? As soon as you have those, you take full advantage of them. He found a gap in the offensive line, got to the quarterback, and put him on the deck.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Operating from the gun. Green. Over the middle, complete. It's Hodges. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the 1st by a few yards. So they decline the holding penalty and will take the down instead as that leads us to 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A give up the middle to Singletary. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll run again. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Up the middle they go. Richardson. But the defense on him quickly at the 6-yard line. Here comes 2nd down. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Just over 50 seconds to play. Here's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons in victory for... So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though, a few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the 4th quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.
So for Atlanta, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.